As I said today, inshallah, we're going to talk about how we can create a files inside After Effects, a motion graphic files, and export it, and then import these files as a motion graphics inside Premiere. And then inshallah, we will talk about how to connect a file or a sequence inside Premiere to After Effects, and how to take advantage of such things. Okay. Now I'm inside Premiere, not inside After Effects, not Premiere. Okay. I'm going to create a new composition. Okay. Here I'm going to create a new solid. Just a solid. Okay. Inside the window menu, you will find something called Essential Graphic. This is the menu for Essential Graphic. Here we have the primary. We need to select a composition. If we want to export any work inside After Effects to Premiere, we need to select a composition. Our work should be built up based on compositions, okay? Here, for now, any new file will automatically be, a composition will automatically be created. For example, here we have comp1. Here I need to select the composition. I can give it a name. Okay. See? Now I have a file. I can then hit on export motion graphic template. Okay, it tells me I need to add at least one property. Property means controllers. So I will open the transform layer inside the solid. For example, I'm selecting the position. I'm clicking on it and drag, then I will drag it here. See? And here I will delete this, keep it to solid position. This is the name for the position. And then now I'm clicking on export motion graphic template. Of course, it will give you a message. You need to save the After Effects file first. You can save it. Okay. And then inside this window, the destination, you need to change it for local drive. And then you need to specify a specific location. You need to add the name if you want. And here the file type is motion graphic template. And now you can hit on save. And then you need to hit on OK. Let me check. Here in desktop, I have this file. The file format that we are going to use, or that the Adobe Premiere support, is MOGRT. This is the file format. Okay. Now I will go back to Adobe Premiere. And then we have graphics and titles. I can click on it, and then I need to select install motion graphic template. Okay. If I have the window for the essential graphics open, I can click on the plus here also to import a motion graphic template. Now I need to go to desktop and select this template, and then I'm hitting open. See, now I have the template. I created a new sequence. for example, 1080, 25, and then I'm hitting OK. Now I have a sequence. I can drag this motion graphic template inside the sequence. Okay. And now I have this as a motion graphic template. Which property or parameter I add to this solid? If you remember, I add the position. So from here, inside the essential graphic, inside the edit, not browse the edit, I can change the position. Or I need to go back to the effect control. Here at first, I have graphic parameters. I can open it and see I can change the position from here. This is in basics how we can create a motion graphic template and export it and then import it inside Premiere. Okay, now I'm back to After Effects. Okay, now let us focus more on the parameters or the property that we can add to manipulate inside Premiere. Okay. For example, all the parameters here inside the transform, I can select them. I don't need the anchor. I can select them and then drag them inside. Okay. I have the scale, the position, I can change the name from here. Okay. Okay, what else I can do? I have this solid. Let me try, for example, add a fill color to this solid. Generate a fill color, okay? And here inside the effects, focus on what I can add here as a parameter to change inside After Effects, inside Premiere. For this tool, or to make a motion graphic template, for sure, there's many limitations. For example, all the parameters that we transfer from here to Premiere, inside the Premiere, we will not be able to make an animation for them. If we want to make an animation, we need to create it here inside After Effects. And by the way, for example, if we made an animation to the position, we will not be able to drag the position here inside and send it to Premiere. If we do that, then the animation will be deleted. This is one of the limitations for this tool. And by the way, if you search online about this tool or how to import a motion graphic, you can see many wishes for the video editors or for the motion graphic specialist for Adobe Premiere to add this feature to this tool, to be able to send an animation or to make an animation inside the Premiere to one of these parameters. As I said, this is one of the limitations for this tool, but still it's very important. Why? Because you can make an animation inside After Effects, you can export it, but the animation you make, you will not be able to change it inside Premiere. For example, if you add an effect to shape or to text, this effect will appear inside Premiere. But manipulating or changing the time or manipulating the timing for this effect, you will not able to do that inside the Premiere. But for example, if you applied this effect on shape, still you can change the color for the shape. Any parameter exists here, okay, with a number or color, you can drag it inside. But if the stopwatch enabled, you will not be able to move it inside. If you move it inside, the animation will be eliminated. Clear? Okay, for now, let us try to add more attribute because as I said, not all the parameters or the property we have here, you can add here. Some of them, you will not be able to add them inside, okay? For now, I added the basic transformers like position, scale, rotation, opacity. Then I added an effect to this solid because you know inside solid, there is no change for the color. So inside while I'm pressing on this solid, I went to effect to the generate, and then I select a fill to add a color. The color here, I will drag it inside. See? I can add also, I have the opacity, it's okay, I don't need to add it again, okay? Now I have these 5 parameters. Now I will try to export it again and send it to Premiere. Save, browse, save, replace, okay. Here, I will delete this. I will go back to browse. This, I don't want it. I will import the template again. I will drag it inside. Now, if I click on it, as I said, you can fix or change the parameters inside the essential graphic, or you can fix them or manipulate them inside the effects control. See, now I have fill color. I can, okay, let me choose another color. See, now I can change the color. I can change the opacity, I can change the rotation, and all of them. Okay, this is about the fill color. Now going back to After Effects. Okay, I'm going to remove the fill. For example, let me add a 4 color gradient, and here inside the position and color, I'm selecting the color 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm dragging them inside. Okay. Also, I will try another effect. Transition, for example, black dissolve. I will make an animation for the transition. I'll go back to make it 100. See? And now, if I want to drag the transition completion, if I want to drag it inside, it will give me a message that my keyframe will be ignored if I drag it inside. Okay? And by the way, the software will drag it. But if you keep it here, as I said, there will not be an animation for the completion for this effect. So if I want to keep the animation, I need to delete it from here. Okay. And now I have these colors with this effect. Okay. Let me try to export, save, browse, desktop. Okay. And now I'm inside Premiere. I'm deleting this and this inside the motion graphic template. I'm adding a new one. I will drag it here. So I on play. See, now the effect is working, but I will not be able to fix it inside Premiere. But the other attributes, yeah, I can fix them. For example, the foreground gradient color, I can fix them. Okay. Okay, I will go back. This is about the solid. What about the other type of layers inside Premiere? For example, the text layer. I have this text. I will increase the size. Okay. I will increase the stroke a little. Okay. And here inside the text. Okay. I can add the position, but I'm now not going to add the transform for the text. I can add them here also. But I'm going inside the text. I have here the source text. I will drag it. Okay. And here I will write source text. Okay. This is the name, and here I can change the text. Okay. Here, behind the source text, I have properties. If I click on it, gives me three options. For example, I can enable custom font selection. I can enable font size adjustment. I can enable the style also. Okay. I hit on OK. All of them will appear inside the control panel for the graphic template where inside Premiere. So focus, we can import a parameters inside the essential graphic here. Also, we can fix or adjust how these parameters could be presented inside the Premiere, and not only for the text. Okay, there is other parameters also we can manipulate. I will show you in a few minutes. Okay, and this is about the text, about changing the text, selecting a font, a style, a size. All of these I can enable them inside After Effects. Okay. Okay, if I want to change the color and the stroke for the text, can I add them? Okay, but see inside the text, I don't have them. Usually, how we can change the color for the text? By going here to the inside the properties, not inside the text, right? Okay, how I can fix this issue? you can see from here, I will not be able to click and drag. How can I fix it for the text? Inside animate, we have fill color, if you remember, okay? We can add also from animate, we have stroke, also we can add, and we have stroke width, we can add. Focus here on fill and stroke. It's better to change it to what? All fills over all strokes. Because if you select the first one or the third one, the stroke might hide the fill, the text fill. Okay, so it's better to select the one in front. Now I have the stroke, I have the fill, I have the width. I need to insert them inside what? Inside the essential graphic. Okay, for example, for the stroke, here I have another edit. It's called edit range. Here, the range is between what and what? The maximum 1000 and the maximum 1000 and the minimum minus 1000. I don't want the range to be from this number to this number. I can reduce it. For example, minus 300 to 300. Okay, I can hit OK. Now the range will be between these two numbers. By the way, the maximum, I cannot change it over 1000. The maximum is 1000. Okay. Now I have all of these parameters. I can hit on export now. I can save. I can choose the specify the location and export the motion graphic file. Okay, from here I will delete this. Inside browse, also I will delete this. I will import the file again, and then I will drag it inside. You can see now I have the colors for the gradient. I have the scale, the position for the solid. Okay. I have the opacity also. Here I have the source text. Okay, I can change it from here. See, I have the text property, the font, the style, the size. I can manipulate all of them. And here I have the fill color. I'm going back to the After Effects. I'm now going to add what? I'm going to add a shape. I'm going to add a shape. Okay. I will put the shape behind the text. Of course, all the parameters now, you know how to add parameters. I'm going to click on add, for example, on twist. I can add a key to the angle, move inside the timeline, change it a little. Here, I will make it 0 at the beginning. And here, I will copy the 0. And here, I will copy this key. Okay, I need to make it faster. Okay, I will delete this and this and make it go from 10 to -10. Okay. Now I will duplicate this key to put it back. And then here, inside the angle, after I click on the property pickup, I didn't attach it to anything, just click. And then here inside the expression, I will go to property to make it loop out, to make it as a loop, okay? And this, yeah, there's an error. Why? What is the error? Okay, property loop out, not loop duration. Deleting this key, and then, yeah, now it will work. I added a loop to the animation I make to the twist. Now I can add also a fill and stroke to the shape. But let me try to add the zigzag. I want to increase the yeah. I can add the zigzag or the pages per segment, also the size. But I'm not going to animate them, only to manipulate inside Premiere. This is for the shape. Here inside Premiere, I will delete this. And then, okay, I will import it again. See? And now let me check the zigzag. The number, I can increase it or decrease it. The segments, I can minimize the zigzag. Of course, it will be affected because the zigzag effect works based on random. When I move the shape, the zigzag will change because the zigzag work randomly, add a zigzag randomly, okay, to the shape. And about in brief about how you can add parameters related to text, related to shape, related to solid, how you can modify the some properties like the text. You can add the font size, the style also. How you can edit the range, for example, for some parameter.